Oh, hey. Uh, yeah, we're not here to talk about these. No. Those are crap. JBL something or other. There's another video I did on them. They are no good. This is part two of uh, my discussion or comparison of the Sennheiser Momentums 2.0. Here they are. And this is the snide little case. It's that. And the Bose QuietComfort 35s. Figure out how to open them. I've been playing with both these for a month now, and I did not mention in the first comparison or the unboxing that the Bose comes with a airplane adapter. So that's nice to know. But that's not what that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk about my experience using these two guys. My first video has gotten pretty good traction, good views, and overall people found it helpful. So I'm glad. Cool. If I repeat myself in this video, just live with it because I didn't rewatch my old video. And like I said, this is about a month later after using both of them. And I mentioned to one gentleman that commented last night, which is kind of why I decided to make this follow-up video, that I find myself reaching for these way more often than I reach for these. Because, as I said in the first comparison, these sound better, especially for music. To my ears, this is all subjective. So if you get one or the other and you don't like it, just return it, and it's not that big of a deal. They'll take it back. They're both wonderful. They're both great in their own right. Whether you choose one or the other, I don't care. It's up to you. So here's what I found to be the case. And again, pros and cons. So I'll start with the Sennheisers. Pros. The overall sound spectrum for music is better. So the mids and the bass are fuller. Not heavier, but fuller. They're more encompassing. I don't want to say that the Bose is tinny on the bass side because it's not tinny, but it's not as full. It's not as robust. Sennheiser is more full. It's not as robust as some of their wired versions, obviously, because let's face it, this is wireless. It can only do so much. But so as far as sound goes, music, these win. For movies, so let's say you're watching a movie on your MacBook or iPad or whatever, I actually would kind of go for these because, well, I'll say why in a moment. So continuing with these, the biggest pro is the audio. Okay. One thing a few things that are annoying or that these lack, and maybe I'm repeating myself, but they technically don't pair with two devices as cleanly as these do. Okay, so I'm throwing them around. They're both really rugged, so that's cool. These do pair with multiple devices. But, so in other words, if I have my iPhone sitting next to my iMac and I put these on my head, both the iMac and the iPhone recognize these, or vice versa, however you want to phrase it. But it defaults to the phone. So if I go to my phone and I turn Bluetooth off, then I'm listening to my iMac. Now, so it doesn't technically work with two devices, or I should say it does technically work with two devices, but not on purpose like these. Okay, so there's that. The other thing that I found, and maybe this is just me, but I found it to be across the board with these on my iMac. Not an iPad, not an iPhone, not an Android device, whatever. I have a Galaxy S6 Active that I tested these on. Anyway, if I'm watching a movie on my iMac, these do not pick up the sound of the movie. I can pause the movie, go on to, I don't know, YouTube, right? I got sound. Go on to Spotify. I got sound. iTunes. I got sound. I go back to the movie, nothing. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't know if it's me, user error. Probably is, but I'm just throwing that out there. The other thing that is worth noting about the two headphones themselves is that the ear cups on the Sennheisers they're angled, so they're angled this way, so they give you extra room for my big Dumbo ears here. They give you extra room, and they're angled in towards the front of your ear. So when your ear is in the in cup, or in the cup, there's room, but not as much as these. You can probably figure that one out if I hold these steady enough. But so with that said, if you got big ears, like I got big ears. Big ears are cool. Whatever, it is what it is. You might want to go with these for comfort. The other thing that I'll say with regard to comfort is that these were in the beginning tighter. So on the stems of my eyeglasses, if I'm wearing a hat, it kind of buffers it, but if I'm not wearing a hat, they can press in on my temple piece. So after, like, I don't know, if you're on a flight or something like that, a couple hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, these, and you wear glasses, you may want to go here. Because these ear cups are bigger, they are softer, and the best way for me to describe it is because they are bigger and softer, they allow the hard metal temple piece to push into the cushion more than these do, than push into these cushions. These cushions are very, very, very soft, but they're a little more rigid than these cushions. These cushions are like clouds. Okay, so comfort-wise, these do win. I say that. So that's again, those are the things that I've noticed using these for 2 months, or a month now rather, that I'm reaching for these when I'm listening to music 8 times out of 10. I'm reaching for both because I'm trying to test both of them. But these, if I'm just looking to listen to some sound to chill out, or to, if I'm editing photos or something like that, and I want some music in the background, these are on my head. If let's get back to the movie thing. These work fine. People ask me on my other video about the movie thing, about whether they work, whether there's a lag on an MacBook or an iMac. There's no lag on either, but those Sennheisers don't give me audio on the movies. These do, and there's no lag. So if I'm gonna watch a movie, these are on my head. Obviously, because I can't get these to work with a movie. Don't know why. Or I'm going with a wired set if I'm sitting right next up on my computer. But I'll go with these if I'm watching a movie. So if your main thing is you're traveling and you're watching movies on the plane, you might want to go with these. Again, for comfort and the fact that they just work. These take a little finagling, and there may be some user error, or maybe you can figure them out. But if you're mainly into music and you're not that concerned with watching movies on a computer, go with these. So if the movie thing is gonna make or break you, these, because these still sound great with music. Okay, if I'm playing these on my iPhone or on my iMac, these sound just fine. But to my ears and my genre, okay, I listen to electronic music mainly. So those mids and those basses, I want to be able to hear those. So I'm reaching for these. I hope I didn't ramble on too long. If you stayed this long, you're awesome, and hopefully because of the new iPhone 7 and their courage of taking the 3.5 jack out. It's so courageous. Oh my God. I mean, forget, people like Nelson Mandela and Mother Teresa and etc. This, Apple, that's courageous. Courage. I'm sorry, I digress. But if you're watching this because you're looking for a set of phones that are wireless, because you don't have a damn jack anymore, hopefully these two videos that I did, I'll link the other one that may be shorter, I don't know. I ramble, you know that? If that's why you're watching, great. Both are great. For an iPhone, if you're getting for an iPhone, the British girl, she's British. She talks to you if you like those Brits. Yeah. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you. Oh yeah, and those JBLs. If you wear glasses, don't buy them. Don't buy them. Don't buy them.